Hello there, my name is Mike McGurn. I'm an international strength and conditioning coach and I work at Queen's University in Belfast with all the elite athletes on the elite athlete programme and all the various different academy teams like Gaelic football, soccer, hurling, swimmers, golfers, etc. What do I do for physical activity? Well, I was a former distance runner, but I don't run anymore. But what I do to keep fit is I weight train 4 to 5 times a week. I do a lot of stretching and mobility, so I'm able to move in the correct manner. I do walks whenever I get the opportunity. And currently, during this coronavirus lockdown, I've started doing a lot of what we call HIIT training, high intensity interval training, where you'll work hard for 30 seconds and rest for 15. That's good for burning fat and for getting the heart rate up and maintaining general fitness. My relationship with food is, I suppose you could describe it as fairly complex. Like I say, I used to be a long distance runner and I went on a 4-year scholarship to the United States to run 5,000, 10,000 metres in cross country. The moment I landed in the States, we were told that we need to be as light as possible and have as little body fat and as little body weight on us. So I guess I inadvertently got an eating disorder where for a couple of years all I ate was just white rice 3 times a day because I wanted to be light as possible. When I got a bit more educated in the physiology of sport, I realised that wasn't healthy. When I finished running and then got involved in the various rugby league teams and the rugby union teams, because a lot of the time I always train with the players, so it's rather than do as I say, it's do as I do. I started eating a lot more and packing on a lot of lean muscle mass. So that was quite good because I got to eat a lot of food over the course of the day. So when we were in camp training for international test games, I got to eat maybe 5-6 meals a day of high protein, but again low fat because I wanted lean muscle mass. In the early noughties, I discovered the benefits of not taking any sugar in my diet, so I cut all sugar out, which was very good. It helped me a lot. But more recently, over the last sort of 5 or 6 years, I do a lot of intermittent fasting where I only eat in a certain window and then I fast for the rest of the time. So your body kicks into its body fat for fuel. The protocol that I use for intermittent fasting is I normally eat for 8 hours and fast for 16. There's some days where I'll stretch that out and I'll fast for 20 hours and only eat for 4. But it's a very good way as you get older to keep in good shape, to burn a lot of body fat, and it makes your life a lot more simpler. Well, I suppose number 1 on the list is my family. I love my family to bits, my wife and my 3 kids, Owen, Maeve and Aoife. Second on the list would have to be obviously sport and training. I love training. Like I said, I train 4 or 5 times a week. It's also my job. Well, it's called a job, but it's not really a job. I go to work and I have complete enjoyment what I do, working with young athletes at Queen's University. I suppose the other part of my passion when it comes to sport is I like to educate, so I get to present quite a lot in Europe, in the United States and in Australia. I'm a member of the Australian Strength and Conditioning Association, so I like to get over there every couple of years and try and present at their conference. Just recently at Queen's, we've adopted their ASCA Level 1 Strength and Conditioning Professional Award, where we're trying to coach up our own coaches to be better strength and conditioning coaches. And the final passion that I have is music. I absolutely love music. I used to be a drummer in a band back in the day, but I just love listening to music, and that goes hand in hand with training. Like, it's great that you make up playlists when you're working with your athletes that really get them going.